Greetings, Gothamites and YouTubers. It is I, Jonathan Crane, otherwise known as the Scarecrow. I know it's been a while, but I had to do a little run to prolong my next video after that interesting set of videos that I've seen from Batman that implied that he might not be all in the head, or perhaps somebody else is putting themselves in there with him at times. Well, anyways, I looked up this Ace character and paid a visit to a very, very close contact on the project. Well, it's all here. The files on Ace, and I'm going to take a look at them just as soon as I change. It's not exactly easy to be looking at some files when you have this over your face, isn't it? Now, where do we begin? It's a little dark in these warehouses. I mean, you can only do so much. Okay. So, young mutant, metahuman, taken in at the age of 3. Taken by Cadmus upon discovering that she had rendered her parents catatonic with her powers. My, that's interesting. So, afterwards, when she was taken to Cadmus, they feared her powers so much that they designed a headset. Is that what it is? Yes. Headset. Band goes completely around the head, completely inhibits higher brain functions, particularly those designed to give a person decision-making and problem-solving, thus ensuring that she would be an obedient servant and eventually weapon. My, it would appear the government hasn't been very kind to you. It would appear that some of us have a lot in common with you. But they did a number of experiments involving lobotomies, shock treatments, serum injections, things that the other 4 individuals that I believe the Joker has once recruited a while ago were not subjected to, presumably because of their powers being a little less mentally intrusive than hers. Oh, what's this? It's blacked out. Oh, well. I'm sure there's some more interesting stuff in here. Lovely picture. You look very impassive. Oh. That had to be painful, huh? Ace, how did you ever survive that? That is most... Let's see. My. Upon the test subjects... Damn these things, they don't last. Upon these test subjects' recapture after the Las Vegas incident, subjected to a number of different experiments involving brain enhancements as well as other things meant to augment her abilities besides simple mentally intrusive powers such as telekinesis and reality warping. These had an adverse effect on her brain. It would appear, as I have always said, the mind can only take so much. And it looks like hers has found its limit. She escaped again with her abilities, this time destroying the entire facility and going into Gotham. For reasons I don't know. They don't know. But then she had created a new Royal Flush gang, apparently seeking friendship. This backfired when they immediately resorted to crime, and she became a recluse in a castle which she had designed with her mind. Batman was sent in to have her dealt with. Apparently, he didn't succeed. Instead, she died on her own, an aneurysm in her brain, though apparently it would seem that her comfort at Batman's side was what allowed her to go more peacefully. My. Making it smooth with the ladies, aren't you, Batman? I guess age never really was a factor for you, was it? I can only imagine what will happen when someone much older comes along. Ace's body was returned to Cadmus Project over in Arizona, where it was subjected to a number of experiments intended to resurrect her. Cadmus appears was a little less willing to get rid of their weapon after all. I guess death just doesn't stop anything. It would appear through some intrusive actions of the Justice League that she is out again. She has gone missing. Now this is just speculation. I mean, who else could possibly break into Cadmus so effectively as the Justice League? I mean, aside from me, but hey. So, end of report. Okay, let's see what else I can find. Let's see. Real name unknown. They're going with Jane Doe. Codename Ace, provided by the Joker with the Royal Flush Gang. Abilities include perceptual distortion, telekinesis, reality manipulation, illusions, and C, psychoreactive fear inducement. Well, that explains a lot, doesn't it? Certainly would see why the Joker would use her for that interesting Vegas incident. And by the way, Joker, I'm sorry that fell under. You looked like you were doing so well. I wish I had popcorn. Okay, well, appears to be all of interest right now. Batman, if you are listening to this, understand that you will not be able to keep her safe. Not from Cadmus, anyway. I mean, it's like taking an atomic bomb. Do you think the government's going to let you walk away with that? Only this bomb is somewhat different. You know why? Because it is a she, a person. That's right, but I'm sure that you aren't alone in this, right? I mean, are you the only one who thinks so, or do the rest of the Justice League go along with it? And, Ace, if by any chance you might be watching this video, I mean, I'm sure you're feeling quite comfortable with Batman right now. I mean, he seems to have a thing for taking kids in. I mean, I can only imagine what he's done with the past ones, but I don't think you're his type after all. But perhaps you should think about something. I mean, Cadmus had put that headband on you to inhibit your abilities and make you easier to control. Batman busted the Joker for having the same thing. He kept it on him. I guess he was worried that you might get out of control. So tell me, what makes you so sure that the Justice League isn't doing the same thing? I mean, think about it. You are quite powerful. You destroyed all of them, their minds anyway, so precisely. Or at least you would have, if Batman had not interfered and you had not broken your contact. I mean, do you think they're going to take a second chance at that? I wouldn't think so. I mean, I would certainly search around, maybe read some minds, make sure that they aren't. But then again, they might have some way of keeping that from you. Either way, Ace, you have been deemed a monster by the government, a monster on a leash. And they have lost their leash. The Joker, once his, I believe, monster, as he would have seen you, got off its leash, it turned on him. And now, I would say the Justice League, with their obscene amount of caution they put into certain things like this, with the exception of Superman, but then again, I've never credited him with a high degree of intelligence, have most likely kept a similar headpiece. Maybe Batman kept the one that he took from the Joker. After all, he does have to know how to quickly disable anyone he works with. Well, until next time, I'm Professor Jonathan Crane, and I wish you all a wonderful evening.